Welcome back to Winkler Knives. I'm Jason. I'm sitting here with Daniel Winkler. Today we've got a whole new product that he's wanting to talk about and we're going to roll out.
Yeah, we've got a brand new design coming out now, Jason, that we're going to release at the Blade Show. And this is inspired by a couple different directions. One is, Winkler Knives has had involvement with military and law enforcement for several years. And so by working with these professionals, we've learned quite a bit about what works, what doesn't,
Sure.
and having a piece of equipment you can wear on your kit and utilize with, good wear options. Also, USA Today best-selling author Jason Kaspers has a series called the Shadow Strike Series. And so we're calling this knife the Shadow Strike. And Jason kind of wrote a description of a knife for his characters. And part of the storyline, this character comes to me, Daniel Winkler, to have this knife created. So we thought, well, let's just use some of his description.
Yeah.
And with his background.
Yeah, I was reading about Jason Kaspers. He is impressive. I mean, he started off as an Army Ranger private. Then he moved up to a captain in the Green Berets. I mean, he has really done some stuff. He's an ultra-marathon runner, a skydiver. He went to West Point.
Went to West Point. Yeah, does some base jumping. Some of his life experiences are in other book series that he's done, and that's kind of what got us hooked up with him, because Karen and I would listen to his books as we traveled and got really interested in him. And then so we contacted Jason and invited him to come visit the shop. And he came and visited us, and we got to be good friends. And there was no talk about us being in the book, but then something happened in this book, Beast 3-6, part of the Shadow Strike series, is the first introduction of the Winkler knife to his characters.
That's awesome. And that's really what I really like about all your designs is it's always life imitated in your art. I mean, there's always a purpose for everything that you do. And that's what I find fascinating. It's not a stamp out a knife because it looks cool. This has a purpose.
Well, we try to put purpose and function in every aspect, and by doing that, I think a lot of times that does help with design flow and an appealing appearance.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Because it's just got nice lines and nice flows, but everything about it, with the swell in the back of the handle, the thumb rise and the finger drop, long false edge, all that facilitates the functionality for what this knife's general purpose is, or main purpose is. So yeah, I'm real excited about it on the knife size, and the same thing with the sheath. The sheath has to be able to be worn in different ways to accommodate the way these professionals might wear it on their kit or on their belt, or however they decide to do it. And so we try to accommodate with a quality sheath with multi-wear options.
That's the beauty of your designs. Always they come with a really phenomenal, usable sheath. I know me and you spoke about this last week, that there may be a great knife out there, but if it doesn't come with a good, usable sheath, I have zero use for it, because I do not want to send it off to have a sheath made for it. I mean, I like it to come turnkey, ready to go.
Really? Well, I learned a long time ago, working with professionals in the military and law enforcement, that the worst piece of gear you've got is the one that stays on the shelf when you go out on the field. And so, it does you no good there.
Yeah, no.
Might look cool, might be fun to have, but it's not doing you any good as a tool.
No. So this sheath design, it's all the Kydex. It's beautiful. It's got two separate sheath mounting options. It's going to come from Daniel with this Ulti-Clip AP design. It's a spring steel. It's super tight. It's made for vertical carry. You can switch it right or left-handed and all that. We're going to do a video later on to show you how to adjust this sheath for your carry options. But then it comes with a second one, which is the Ulti-Clip APH, correct?
APH, yeah.
And it's made for the horizontal carry, and then right and left, all that good stuff. So we'll talk about that more a little bit later on. But the knife itself, Daniel, what about the knife? What do you like about this? What was your thinking on this?
Well, it's got a relatively long, narrow blade, so it has great cutting ability. It very little resistant if you had to use it, as a point first tool or weapon. And then the handle is configured to fit the hand very comfortably, very naturally, both in a standard grip or in a reverse grip. So you've got good control, good point and edge awareness when you're holding this knife in either way that you want to carry it. The steel is 80 CRV2, and of course we use that for almost everything we do by testing different steels and getting the best properties we can. This 80 CRV2, we have total control here in the shop with not only the blade shaping and grinding, but full heat treating, tempering, everything we are able to control right here in the shop, which I find that very important just because I like for us to have control of what we're offering to the public as a lifetime tool.
Yeah, and even the black oxide, no glare coating. I mean, you're doing all that yourself. This is your
all
choice.
of that does here, and right now we're even making the sheaths. We do sometimes contract out the sheath bodies because we have some suppliers that actually do a much neater job than we would be able to do on our own with our limited equipment. This particular sheath right now, we are making it 100% ourselves.
Oh, that's great.
We may contract out the sheath body later. We'll see if it does. It'll be no difference in the quality and the performance.
Yeah. So just looking at this knife, just so you have a visual reference here, the entire knife is 9.5 inches long. The blade itself is 5 1/8 inch long. The handle is 4.5 inches long, and the thickness is 3/16. It does have this nice thumb ramp here, and it does have some file work, some jimping on top of it, and it does have this finger drop here, which is really nice. It's a nice feature. You don't see it on a lot of stuff that we've been putting out here lately, but it's really nice, and a lot of people like that. So overall, this is a great knife. I personally always carry an operator, so you can see in comparison the size difference. They're very similar. And I'm probably going to switch. I don't ever retire anything, but I'm probably going to rotate in and out once these come into full production. I'm probably going to have one of these EDC everyday carry blade myself because it fits everything that I think I would probably need.
Well, great. Well, thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. And listen, just stay tuned to Winkler Knives. Watch the website. Sign up for the newsletter. You'll get notification on when we're going to release new products, this one included. And
oh, this is limited, right? There's only so many of these?
this is going to be a standard product line, but the first edition with this handle is going to be limited. So, so just stay tuned, keep up with the website, and you'll get information.
Thank y'all.